Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dustin Duran, and welcome back to Peril on Gorgon. So in the last episode, we are about to steal a Canid trophy, because that is apparently very important to the one-eyed pirate, Mr. Mosley. And if we do that, he'll give us two names that might be able to help us out. And I get the feeling that they are also going to want us to steal some trophies or do some more stupid side quest stuff, which is kind of annoying, but could be fun. So let's just go have some fun. And as I'm loading in, I did not notice this before, but there is a enemy in that direction, apparently. I'm gonna guess that that's underneath. Yeah, it's down below. But okay, yes. Let's get on with it. And a workbench down here. And I do have the key card. And it's mechanical sentries. Okay. And the technician's key card. I'm pretty sure that was the same key card that I already had. And this looks like his own little office. Where he's got dead canids. Why is there just a bunch of dead canids down here? What's going on here? And yes, the datapad. Installation log completed. Scheduled annual sanitation and repair Musgrave family vault. Applied Kindapine scented floor wax. Appraised area in accordance with Byzantium aesthetic standards. Relocated garbage. Installed anti-dissident automechanicals in order to ensure moral and civil hygiene. Note, tampering with, altering, or otherwise disabling moral hygiene automechanicals is strictly prohibited under board regulations. Whoops. Delivered complimentary mint. Okay, so this must be where they were making the trophies? Yeah. Okay. Trophy room lift. Are they gonna wonder why there's 3 people back here taking a trophy? I'm pretty sure they can all see me. Don't mind me. Ooh, and that's a... Man... 150? Okay, let's just...
Sure hope these folks don't mind us borrowing this.
Yoink. And... Yeah, none of you cared, right? No? Excellent. Alright, Mosley?
Jolliker's outfits have been linked to a 12% increase in mild to moderate neck injuries as a result of so many heads turning.
I know. They are amazing, aren't they? But back to business. Today's your lucky day, Clarence. I've got your trophy.
My trophy! Look at this thing! Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mosley were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly.
I kept my end of the bargain. I expect you to keep yours.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers, Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
You use statistical analysis to figure out their location? Let's see your math.
I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
So you think these two researchers are the only ones left?
As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only two surviving researchers with high-level clearance. If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I'm afraid it's the only way.
All right, but I've got some questions about these researchers.
I'll tell you what I can.
What do I need to know about Marion Blakesley?
Dr. Marion Blakesley supervised the Human Inquiry and Auditing Facility. Live subjects, measuring tape and syringes, that sort of thing. Someone sabotaged the facility. Blakesley tendered her resignation and vanished. I'm reasonably certain she's hiding in a maintenance bay on Groundbreaker.
Well, that seems weird. How have I not seen her before then? Because I already crawled around the Groundbreaker's vents. Are you sure it was a sabotage?
Well, with Spacer's choice equipment, who even knows?
Right.
Dr. Blakesley tendered her resignation lawfully, but under suspicious circumstances. If you want to know more, you'd best ask her yourself.
Okay, well, what about Jasper Lowe?
Dr. Lowe described himself as a dazzling genius in his review. I disagreed. Of the 19 criteria that constitute the rubric of genius, Dr. Lowe only met 15. After the project shut
Unacceptable.
down, corporate traded him off to Anti-Cleo in exchange for 5 lab coats. He's been transferred to an orbital lab around Olympus.
Must have been some fancy lab coats.
Oh dear. How do I explain this without using too many syllables? Lab coats means scientists.
Oh my god.
It's a colloquial... It's slang. Let's get back on topic. You'll find Dr. Lowe in an orbital lab around Olympus.
People are really bad with jokes and sarcasm around here. And yes, I did want to see if he knew something about the dead Canids.
Certainly. What's on your mind?
I found dead Canids in the service tunnels. You know anything about that?
Dead Canids in the service tunnels. Domesticated Canids? Why, that's utterly revolting.
You're telling me you had nothing to do with this?
My dear friend, I would not dream of hurting a Canid. Every Canid, regardless of their physical attributes, is a companion to their master. To kill a companion is a profound and unforgivable breach of trust. I'm glad I chose not to participate in this loathsome Canid review. I will, however, take their trophy.
Not sure how much I trust that answer, but maybe Tilda knows something.
I've got a lot on my mind right now. Our trophy's gone missing, but I can't file an investigation because what we're doing here is technically illegal.
Did no one? You don't have cameras? You didn't see me? Literally just walking in, taking it, and then coming out of the locked door? Okay. Well, I found dead Canids down in the tunnels.
Oh, don't look so cross. Those Canids were put down mercifully. Not every Canid is suited to the intense competition of our review. Some few Canids display flaws that cannot be redeemed. A limp, wall eye, poor coloration.
So you kill them?
Mercifully. Anyway, listen. Nature is red in tooth and claw, and so are we. Competition is practically a law of the universe. I shouldn't have to explain this to you.
Could you give me a minute? Got the strangest urge to load my gun.
Go and attend to your business then. Arguing with you is a waste of time.
Alright, well, I guess we'll be leaving this fun place. Do I hear Canids? Oh my god, it's Anubis. Anubis? What are you doing here? That's kind of cool, but, what happened to the other guy? Who's gonna feed you chocolate? I mean, alright, hey, I got a pet.
Someone has left a threatening message on your terminal, Captain. I was unable to trace its origin. Please make a note of it.
What? On my terminal? Do have a new message. Error, origin not found. what a handsome vessel you have, little weasel. The unreliable registered to one Alex Hawthorne, but that's not you, is it? You stole it from him, just as you intend to steal Gorgon from me. Perhaps I should steal something dear from you in exchange. Your ship, your crew, your life. Fair is fair, after all. Excuse me? Oh, and because I'm technically not with Max, my hack isn't high enough. I can probably get that up high enough, though. But who would send that? I mean, that seems like a message that Lucky would send. And Lucky's probably the only one that knows Hawthorne on Gorgon. Other than, I guess, Minnie. That's odd. Is Lucky alive? But I found his body. Is that not actually his body? Okay, so I took Max's armor. So my hack is up now. Charybdis cluster? So maybe this is a friend of Lucky's? I don't know. I'm intrigued. And then too, I'm noticing that, yeah, all my other companions, I can give them the last perk. And also, I just noticed I need one tiny sliver to be max level. Guess we'll give Ellie showtime. Do the same for Felix. Guess we can give it to Nyoka as well. And I guess we can give Sam his special perk to stun automechanicals when he uses his ability. And now, let's see if I can track where that... And apparently not Olympus. And no, I do not see anywhere on the map that shows wherever that, like, cluster was. So I can't get to whoever sent me that message. And this groundbreaker thing, this is a completely different section, apparently. Auxiliary maintenance bay. I guess we'll check that out first. Oh. And there we go. Max level. I think what I'll do, though, is bring my stealth up a little bit. Just for hack 50, and then put the rest in lockpick. And what I might do too, I might do this at the end of the episode, but reset my skills again, because I would like to get this to 150. So I need to put some more points into that. But too, I just have way too much persuade. And it'd also be kind of nice to get hack and lockpick up a little bit higher. And I guess we'll put a point into increasing science weapon damage. But alright, anyways. Auxiliary docking. Stay out. Nope. Oh, and apparently I am stealing. A gardener's sprout? They started up a botanical lab. Gardener lookout. Well, this is interesting.
Let's try being friendly.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll try it back.
We'll be friendly. But how did no one know that this was going on?
Chat.
Alright.
Whoa, it's Riz. Fucking damn it. Every time. So, hey, you trespass, and I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal.
I'm looking for someone. Name of Marion Blakesley.
Yeah, I know that lady. I know she's looking for, solitude. She hired us to make sure no one comes sniffing around. Guess that's bad news for your plan there.
And who's us, exactly?
Yeah, we're the gardeners. We keep order back here on these dangerous streets. Hallways. You know what I mean. Anyway, Blakesley's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to, extrapolate from there.
Yeah, does Junlei know you're down here?
We ain't subversives. We're gainfully employed. This is a private contract. Miss Junlei can't get too mad if we rough up some trespassers. Especially if I was nice enough to warn him first.
She might get a little steamed if you hurt her girlfriend.
Huh?
Hi, I'm the girlfriend.
Oh, shit. Fine. You want to check out the lab? Go for it. We won't stop you. But Blakesley's got her own setup in there, and she doesn't like guests. So if you get shot, I'm telling Junlei I never saw you. This one's clear, guys.
Excellent maneuvering, Captain.
Well, I guess technically that wasn't me. That was Parvati. And we got some notes. Pink slip. Quadira Smith. His official termination papers, stamped with the Spacer's Choice logo, state that Quadira Smith has been terminated for limping on duty. It's okay. I'm gonna guess that these are all Spacer's Choice employees that, actually, this might all be Spacer's Choice employees from Gorgon. And then they're all just using whatever armor they find. And what is this? Vandalized something. Vandalized helmet. Oh, so they're not unique, but they do look different. Moon Man says fuck you. I dig it. I dig it.
This must be a step up from forced factories, huh?
Doesn't look like either of us are this pretty and Zanthi and Big Shot.
Come on, you two. We're all gardeners here.
Oh, so yeah, that guy just mentioned Boar's Factory. So maybe they're all just, I don't know, terminated employees from all the different factions. But another pink slip, Gregory Tipton. These official termination papers stamped with the CMP logo state that Gregory Tipton has been terminated for undue hindrance of a Byzantium official. Yeah, so that's what it seems like. Just a bunch of fired employees. Oh, and 500 bits. Just sitting in the bathroom. And your bathrooms are pretty bad, but I've definitely seen worse. Yo, I dig your armor. Oh, and this guy's just straight passed out. What's that say? Eat shit. Nice. And so far, I haven't been able to pick up any more of the vandalized armor, which is kind of a shame. I like that armor. And another data pad to the local idiots. Here is your weekly shipment. Please note the additional allotment of protein cakes. Could I convince you and your colleagues to fill out a brief questionnaire regarding your eating patterns? In the meantime, do try to cut down on all these sugary drinks.
You have to be kidding me. I thought I made myself click. Wait, what's with this camera? Hello? Damn it. Look, I get it. Some people need things spelled out for them. I'm sure one of the automechanicals can explain.
Come on now. You sicking robots on me? Apparently a bunch are already dead. Oh, and I hear another phonograph. There we go.
Observation log. Date. Well, never mind.
No!
Oh, damn it.
Don't mess it up!
Alright.
Observation log.
There we go.
Date. Well, never mind. Hybridization efforts have proven successful, and the nursery's yield is improving steadily. Meanwhile, the psychological benefits of gardening are difficult to assess without a control group. Subjective reflection suggests minor gains in memory retention and contentment.
So that actually seems like she's created this garden and has hired people to, well, one, provide security, but to also test out her gardening food on, which is probably the first ethical testing I've seen in this game. Unless, of course, there's something very shady with these gardens.
Oh, aren't you handsome? Looks like you got yourself a little snack.
Okay, experimental notes. Group C, heretofore referred to as Claris, continues to demonstrate increased growth and development relative to both the original and control strains. However, general mass and caloric content has not increased significantly compared to its predecessor, Horus. This suggests a limit in our ability to mitigate poor nutrition uptake with Mantipillar mulch. Personal note, Martin's getting a little big for the terrarium. A few more days and he goes into the processor. Oh. And a terminal. Irrigation controls. Maintenance log. 1,326 entries found. Wow. Entry 1, I guess. Memory allocations exceeded. Archive data expunged. Retrieving recent entries. Okay, 1325. Water supply remains steady, but the power fluctuations are doing a number on the auto mechanicals. Easy fix, all the time in the world. 26. Gutted the mechanicals for non-essential components. Minor gains in power efficiency due to decreased weight. Waterproofing materials compromised. Human error. Okay. Hey, a clean bathroom. I appreciate that. That's a gross sound. What is going on back here? Oh.
Observation log, date, who knows. Subject number, well, let's call him Percy. Percy here has discovered the secret to success. He has lifted the veil and found the pattern. He wakes up, he listens for that bell 3 times a day. Food rains from the sky. He eats, he waits. Life is easy. But the second your molt comes in, pal...
I haven't quite figured out what's going on. I mean, this place does look nice for being on the Groundbreaker. Oh, and electrician's gear. Defense skills. Oh, it has super high shock resistance. Well, she sure does have a lot of robots in here. Another terminal. I have to hack. Oh, 105. Perfect. And it looks like I can shut off all those robots down there by turning on the watering cycle. Let's check out the logs first. 943 entries found. Entry 1. 733. Catastrophic memory error. Okay. 943. Note that entries 734 and 942 have all been mislabeled as 733 due to human error, resulting in loss of all key stuck this damn machine. Okay, so I think she's having problems with water and all machines. So let's help her out a little bit. Warning, remove all electrical devices from the vicinity before proceeding. User is liable for any ensuing damage to equipment and personnel. Whoops. Well, I think her robot shut off. Okay, and there is an elevator back here, but I don't want to use that yet. Let's make our way down. Oh, and that's barred. Okay. So, I guess we'll drop down here. Okay, and I guess the actual normal way I was supposed to go was through the elevator.
There's something going on inside there.
Yeah, there's some crazy sounds coming from in there. Whoa. Hello there, Blakesley. What are you doing?
So who the fuck... Oh. Wait, hang on, I can't hear a damn thing. Just gonna shut this thing off. Right. Marion Blakesley, what can I do for you, Mr. Home Invasion?
That's a fine security team you've got outside.
Hey, a lot of money went into corralling that pack of trigger-happy washouts. Not exactly the deepest hiring pool out here.
I like their outfits. I'm investigating the Adrenatime project. Word is you were part of it.
Oh, sure. A real gathering of bright minds. Gorgon. I holed up in a forgotten cargo bay of a rotting colony ship just so I could never hear that name again. But here you are.
I do kind of want to mention Mostly, just to see what she has to say, but I don't really want to rat him out. Or do I? Do I care about Mostly? He did rat them out. But okay, let's leave his name out of it for now. What happened on that asteroid?
I really didn't expect today to go this way. Shit. I should have brought another pack of smokes. The Gorgon project gave us Adrenatime in the end, but that's just the Bose Spacer's choice stuck on the whole mess. Corporate demanded a product they could throw onto shelves. That put the squeeze on low at Chem to develop formulas, samples. But how do you know if the product works? You run tests, see what happens. That's where human inquiry and auditing came in. I ran HIA and HIA ran the tests again and again and again. And what happens is a whole lot of wasted time and even more bodies.
What was your part in all this?
Testing supervisor. I designed the initial testing regimens, managed the staff, made sense of the test results. Tried to anyway. People are complicated, and I don't just mean the test subjects. Try and avoid working with people if you can. It always gets messy.
Any complicated people you know who might have an interest in stopping me?
Plenty. Not to mention Spacer's Choice put in the legwork to make Gorgon habitable. Probably crawling with scavengers.
So what was Spacer's Choice testing for?
You've heard the adverts, right? Work day and night, still feel refreshed the next morning. Now, what we tested for was dexterity, efficiency, compliance. The traits of a good employee. Numbers never came out right. I could have pumped gallons of those chemicals into every living soul in this colony. Wouldn't have changed that. What we got was marauders.
So Spacer's Choice knew about these effects from the beginning?
Yeah, good luck making that one stick. It's in the fine print, you know. Whatever was in those chemicals, it didn't matter what tests we ran. We kept getting the same results. The proto-adrena time solution was both monstrously addictive and had catastrophic effects on the psyche and intellect. A real boon to the colony.
What happened? Why'd the facility shut down?
We had a few weird accidents, escapes, minor setbacks. But one day, all the test subjects got loose. Sabotage, they said. Wasn't just us. All of the facilities got hit hard. Shut us down for a while. That turned out to be the last straw.
Do you know who was behind it?
Nah, didn't much care by then. Don't care much now. Spacer's Choice wasn't getting much use out of us anymore, so they shuttered the project, kicked Adrena Time out the door. And I came here.
Again, that sounds like Olivia. So why do you hide away on the Groundbreaker?
I could have gone back to Byzantium, found a position somewhere else. Even started up something new, like mostly. But I couldn't stop thinking about. Indulge a scientist. What do you want out of this investigation of yours? Trying to liven up your memoir?
So she does know where Mostly is. Yeah, I'm really just here for the adventure. Curiosity, I guess.
Gets 'em every time. Your crew feel the same? Heck of a world out here for the shy types. What do you get out of headbutting murderous automechanicals for your captain here?
A family. Or something near to it. We don't always get along or nothing, but what family does?
Fair enough. That's all I've got. Here, I still have this pass. Don't much feel like hanging on to it anymore. Made my exit the moment the project started falling apart. Had to steal some credentials. This should get you into the volunteer induction entrance.
Well, okay then. I didn't even have to ask for it. You hacked into the Spacer's Choice database.
Please, I just messaged people with fake demands for their passwords. That's when they didn't just leave codes written down on pieces of paper. If I couldn't talk my way out past a simple facility lockdown, I'd be working for Rizzo's. That'll get you inside. What you do from there, that's up to you.
Any advice? You must have known the facility pretty well.
Come on, I've left it behind me.
You know, I bet folks on the Groundbreaker would just love to meet Marion Blakesley, famed florist.
You wouldn't.
You're the behavioral expert, you tell me.
Damn it. Fine. Fine, here, I remember one of my access codes. Just punch in the keypad equivalent for replication. Should get you into the offices. Maybe get you to my terminal a little sooner. Go test that persistence of yours out on Gorgon.
Okay. I'll leave you be.
Yeah. I'll make sure the automechanicals don't bother you on the way out.
Yeah, they're all gone. I kind of turned on your sprinklers.
Sure, take it. Just drowning in dining options down here.
Well, I mean, you do have a garden. All right, too bad I can't find more of this armor. I feel like my companions would love that armor. But all right, one down. Now let's go to the Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station.
Captain, an unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate. Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown.
So is that the good or the bad sound? That sounds like the bad sound. Status report.
The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock. Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded.
What? Why are you pleased? You're not supposed to be pleased to tell me we're being boarded.
I have been programmed to simulate joy and excitement at the opportunity to test my limited defensive capabilities. Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap at a moment's notice.
All right. Well, that is kind of amusing. All right. Wait. So when you said you had a Marauder deterrent system back in Emerald Vale...
I was bluffing, Captain. When we met in Emerald Vale, my systems were not fully operational. Even if they were, I might have made an exception for you. The invading ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion of their competence is low.
How did they find us?
Their ship is using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude they are receiving outside assistance. If you prefer to make an escape, I can disable their boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship, they will be able to find us again.
Yeah, I'll go deal with them myself.
Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrent system. Please approach the airlock and enjoy the show.
All right. And Sam is still cleaning.
Welcome protocol.
Wow. Ada really could kill us all.
Let's go say hi. Well, that's unfortunate. And they are the bees, apparently.
Looks like our opponent knows how to play defense. All right, freebooters, fall back and regroup.
Ah, so they're tossball fans. Firefly freebooters. Coach Stiley's credentials. Oh, so are they actually a tossball team? And you all really don't see me right now, huh?
We're not getting through.
Everyone all right?
Okay, got a ladder here, but let's finish exploring down here first. Picked up the galley key card. And another ladder. Can I take their power core? No? Alright, well I guess we're going up. There's quite a lot of you.
Here they come.
Are you gonna shoot these guys? Like, what are y'all doing?
We made it!
And a crew key card. And your bathrooms they're okay. I mean, there's a hole in the wall, but, you know, it's fairly clean. This is how I judge the quality of the people. Oh. A lucky Spratfoot? Wait, and it's just junk. What? Why? I thought that was going to be like a unique thing. Something that a companion would want. Ooh. Hall of Famer tossball stick. That is surely unique. Yes. As you grip this weapon, you feel the faint, distant shudders of 1,000 tossball goalies. Combo attacks with this weapon will push targets away. That does not seem very good. Pushing them away? I don't think you'd want to push people away with a melee weapon. Unless you had a ranged build and you were just using that to get people away, but you could just run. Oh, and there does seem to be some secret path down this way. Which actually might have been my only way in. I didn't check the door originally. And there you are. Let's just... Is the door... It is open. Okay. Do you not know that I'm here? Oh. Okay. You do. You're just hiding.
You know, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping you'd play by the rules. We could have had a good old-fashioned boarding. Now you're barging into my office, muddying tracks all over my floor. A little respect for the ship. Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, you were the one boarding my ship.
Yeah, but I had every intention of respecting the upholstery. I would have had you spaced or shot in the bathroom or something.
Whoa.
You're the captain of the Unreliable.
Let's keep the bathrooms clean.
You dropped out of the sky in Emerald Vale, and whatever you've been doing on Gorgon, you've upset my employer. You and I are in a bit of a situation. I don't get paid unless you're dead, and a man's got to make a living. You understand?
Yeah, you seem pretty calm when you should know I could just kill you on the spot. I understand you want to walk away alive. Let's talk terms.
Well, it's not like I've got much of a choice here.
No, you definitely do not.
If you're willing to be reasonable, I'm willing to put away the coach persona.
Who sent you, and what do you want?
My team and I were contracted to apprehend the Unreliable, eliminate its crew, and dispose of the captain. I couldn't tell you who hired me even if I wanted to. The contract's anonymous. No names, no faces, just money and a target. I can't turn down a job like that. You understand.
I mean, I kinda don't want this guy to walk away. Okay, you know what? We will let him live. I'll make this easy for you. Break off your contract, or I'll break off your legs.
Well, you make a convincing argument. And I'm gonna go ahead and take your offer. On account of me being real attached to my legs.
That's good.
I'll keep my ship clear of yours. You and I will never cross orbits again.
You'd better hold to that.
I got no reason to come after you. Use my credentials to get inside the cockpit and take our tracking device. Our astrogation terminal was tracking your ship. Don't ask me how. Never had much luck with computing devices myself.
And what are you going to tell your employer?
The truth. We never caught up to the Unreliable. You vanished somewhere into the void. Astrogator never picked up your location again.
I'm leaving. I wonder if you had anything unique on you. I can check out your terminal. Coach Stiley. Messages. From Error. Contract. Your target is the Unreliable, a small inconsequential ship with no significant defenses. Freelancer owned and operated, captained by a 2-bit smuggler who goes by Alex Hawthorne. Intercept the Unreliable, eliminate Hawthorne and any crew in your way. I've sent you in advance along with a tracking device for your astrogator. So whoever it was thinks Hawthorne is still alive. And they thought I was Hawthorne. Okay, from Firefly Company office. On the future of the Freebooters brand to the Freebooters team coach and or her replacement. The Firefly Company is currently experiencing an exciting period of growth and change. We are happy to announce that 3 different companies, including but not limited to Spacer's Choice, are currently in the process of negotiating for ownership of Firefly Company's properties. As part of those negotiations, Firefly Company has agreed to dissolve its Freebooters Tossball property so as not to challenge, compete with, undermine, or in any way disrespect the Tossball teams owned and deployed by any company interested in acquiring us. We are pleased to inform you that the Firefly Company has formally renounced its ownership of the Freebooters Tossball brand and all related properties. Furthermore, please be informed that all Tossball-related positions, including but not limited to players, coaches, maintenance, automechanical units, and laborers, are now formally dissolved. Please be reminded that your lifetime indenturement contracts have not been dissolved. Your labor and service remains the sole property of Firefly Company into perpetuity. Please be reminded that offering your services to a competitor is strictly contrary to colony law and may be punishable with arrest, imprisonment, mandated re-education, and or a surprise audit. Furthermore, any independent contract work, also known as freelancing, is strictly contrary to the terms of your lifetime indenturement contract. Your positions have been discontinued as of the receipt of this message. Harsh. Notices on following instructions. Team, there's a time for improvisation and a time for following instructions. Understand the difference is more of an art than a science. If you find yourself thinking up a creative solution to a problem, ask yourself, what are some of the consequences of my solution? Am I behaving in a way consistent with the values of the freebooters? Let me give you a practical example. Say I ask one of you to repair the piping in the lavatory. I understand we've got a bit of a parts shortage here in Halcyon, so you might try improvise, using a plasma rifle instead of a welding torch, for example, or tossball sticks instead of chisels. These are all terrible ideas. Why, you ask? If you think about it, the answer will be as obvious as the hole in my lavatory wall. Don't be sorry, be better. Okay, well, I guess that explains the hole in his bathroom. On practice. Team, practice is important. The best tossball players devote every waking moment to the study of their craft. Scripture tells us our lives are defined by our role in society. Our role is to play tossball. We are never off the field because we never stop being tossball players. Some of you took this advice to heart. You're practicing your pitch and your swing in the commons. I don't have to remind you all of the incident involving a tossball and my entire case of Spectrum Red. I understand you're all eager to play. We haven't had a lot of matches since corporate scuppered the team, but today I had to pry a tossball out of a shattered terminal. That terminal could have been our astrogator, and then I would have had to space the party responsible in accordance with team regulations. Please don't force me into a position where I have to discipline you. I expect you all to behave in a manner consistent with freebooter values, which includes only destroying equipment while on board an enemy ship. Coach. Okay. And the deleted message. To the designated captain of this vessel, this is an automated message. Please be informed that the following services, amenities, and products provided by the Firefly Company have been discontinued and or decommissioned. Firefly Freebooters Tossball Team and all properties related therein, and all Firefly Company storage and transport ships on development or currently spaceworthy, and all maintenance and repair services provided to Firefly Company vehicles, and all rations, medical rights, company uniforms, and designated domiciles belonging to Firefly Company. Please be informed that captaining a discontinued ship is strictly contrary to regulation and may be punishable with any or all of the following: punitive fines, mandatory re-education, imprisonment. Fireman Company will not provide relocation or employment assistance for any discontinued workers. So sad. Alright, so he gave me his key. Oh wait, I missed this area over here. Oh, is this odd spot? No. So yeah, that's just that door. And aw, not a unique. And where's all the uniques? I mean, I have picked up a lot of uniques in this DLC, but I always want more. Tracking device. Remove the tracking device. Right on. Inventory logs. Inventory and delivery logs. Error. This vessel has been decommissioned. Open the last entry. Accepted cargo. Vendor no longer exists. Outpost no longer recognized. They were out of work and tried to become pirates. And they failed. Yep. They definitely failed. Alright, well, that was solved. Ada?
Welcome back, Captain. I understand you have resolved your differences with our former boarding party. Are you ready to depart?
Yes. Let's get going.
Understood, Captain. Resuming our course.
Alright. Now.
I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
Thank you. I do like all my collectibles. Alright. Off to this pharmaceutical station.
What happened to these poor folks? It can't be the storm that did this.
The storm? Was there a storm that I'm forgetting about? And that kind of looks like the place was getting shot up. Yeah, those all look like bullet holes to me. I don't think there was a storm. Welcome, Maureen. Reception log. Day 1 to 110. No visitors. Sometimes we experience long power outages, sitting in the dark, listening to the storm beat on the walls. I've got a lot of time to think. It begs to be let in, while I would pay to be let out. 108, no visitors. 109, still no visitors. 111 to 150. Why are there a bunch of tailless sprats running about? This facility don't have a sprat catcher on the roster? Maybe I should file a request with acquisitions for one. Teacup canids are famed for their ability to hunt sprats after all, and for keeping people company. 116, no visitors. 117, no visitors. Can't finish my game of solitaire. Someone stole a handful of cards from my deck. That's unfortunate. Day 118, desk unmanned. Unsuccessfully hunted for the missing cards. 151 to 250. 157, Canid request was denied. 158, we've run out of caffeinoid. Our first restocking shipment isn't set to arrive until the new fiscal year. I guess that delivery will mark the facility's first visitors. Now there's something to look forward to. 159, did some digging in the system records. It turns out our supplies are set to be delivered by, get this, a crew of auto mechanicals. Very unfortunate. Day 182. Thought I heard knocking on the front door, but it turned out to be just some thunder. Always thunder. Funny how it sounds like so many different things. A boom, a crack, a snap, knocking, laughing, screams. Wow. Day 251 to present. 277. I've started venturing outside. At first I wondered something fierce about all the lightning strikes. Sometimes the electromechanical turbine goes on the fritz without warning, but I'm out of cards and out of caffeinoid, and there's not much else to do. Day 301, turns out I no longer need to feel safe. What I need is to feel alive. Outside, the wind howls like a raging god, and the rain stabs into my throat like 1,000 tiny frozen needles. And in that pain, well, I feel so very alive. Day 322. My many and varied attempts to trigger an on-site inspection from the Special Committee for Auditing and Management have failed. Day 353. Sometimes when I look over the ledge, I think about what it would feel like, how easy it would be to simply tip forward, to plummet with all those clouds kissing my face, to fall away from the storm, to smile, and break. These terminals all have such lovely messages on them.
Everything's going to be okay.
Excuse me?
Just breathe, Kelly. Everything's going to be all right.
It's a determination check. Repeatedly buzz the intercom button.
Ah! Stop making that noise. They'll hear you. Who's out there?
I'm the captain of a ship. Open up and I'll get you away from Olympus.
Really? I would be indebted to you for life. But how do I know I can believe you?
Was Kelly the person at the reception desk? I can't remember the name, even though that was like 5 seconds ago. I have a very trustworthy face.
I'll have to come out to assess it myself. Hold on. I'm opening the door.
Oh, why thank you. Hello. Yep, you are the receptionist. I have to take all your stuff first, though. So, hold on. Okay.
Let me just catch my breath. I swear, my heart's trying to punch its way out of my chest. Law, I'm so lucky you came along. I know it sounds crazy, but a little while back, I'd been gearing myself up to take a long walk off a short turbine platform. Then the security mechanicals broke out into a massacre, and I realized I really want to live. How can I help you help me get out of here?
Why is everyone dead?
Pink slip protocol.
Oh. The company decided to terminate the team. Why?
How should I know? I just monitor the front desk. Well, except for the last couple of days when I've been hiding out in here. If you work at Oops, you're doing research and development. If we're not researching or developing fast enough, the protocol's there to put the fear in us. Somebody messed up. When one of us makes a mistake, the whole facility pays for it. I know it sounds harsh, but it was in our contracts and everything.
Hold on, this place is called Oops.
Yep. Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station.
I didn't
Anti-Clue's
even...
naming and branding department's the best in Halcyon.
I didn't even notice that. That's a great name. So I kind of read about you wanting to walk off a turbine platform.
Just a feeling I got. Every day was the same as every other day. I felt like I was stuck in a circle, you know? Started imagining what it'd be like to break that circle. Station goes in a circle around the planet, so what if I just dropped off the edge? But after what I've seen, after what happened, I don't want that anymore. I want to live.
So wait, you were gonna off yourself, but now that other people have decided to off you, then now you don't want to? I mean, actually, that makes perfect psychological sense, really. But okay, what's the purpose of this facility? What are you making?
I'm not making anything. The research team, they were brewing up some improvement to Anti-Cleo's anthracillin.
Oh?
Science stuff isn't really my area, though, so I don't know more than that.
I've got a ship. Need a lift out of here?
Do I ever? Drop me off on the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time.
I'm not gonna charge her. She can come along. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll just hide in a crate or something. You won't even know I was there.
You
don't
have to hide in a crate. This is my
official laboratory headgear. I won't be needing it anymore, so it's all yours.
All right, thank you. You really don't have to hide in a crate, lady. And what do we got? Bonus to extra headshot weak spot damage. I mean, that seems very good. Again, for like a pistol sniper build. And there is a ladder that goes up here, but I kind of just want to go through the main area first. And actually, I'll pick this. Hello. I thought the sprats didn't have tails. Didn't she mention that on her terminal? And there's a back way through here. Okay, I went back to sell really quick at the vending machine because I actually became over encumbered again. But I think I realized why. I am holding over 100 pounds of adrenatime and adreno. That is so ridiculous. Okay, I just got rid of about 100 pounds of adreno and adrenatime. That was really ridiculous. I don't ever use that stuff, that's the thing. But man, I did not realize I had some.
Linux begin.
Hello.
Captain!
Thank you. You guys gotta shoot these things.
I'm on it!
That's the last of them!
Man, when there's stuff in your guys' way, y'all kind of suck. Although I could be using their abilities, but the combat is so easy at this point that I don't even really care. Alright. Let's try the ladder.
This thing's orbit is stable, right? Ada checked before we docked? Captain?
Sure. Oh, pretty big area.
Alright, I'm on the move. Eyes up!
Our skills are unrivaled. That's the last of them.
Nice.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, that was way better, getting them into a good position. Oh, the Olympus Orbital Station keycard, and along with a terminal. Password disabled. Notice password input disabled. Too many failed password attempts. Last login. Perfect recall when the numbers and letters were swimming around on the page at the time. Doesn't help with horse fucking shite passwords. Okay. Incoming messages from Emora. Last and lethal. To lead chemist Jasper Law from Anti-Cleo's corporate headquarters. Chief Efficiency Inspector Dr. Eleonora Mora. A last and lethal warning. Pink slip protocol will be coming. Progress report. Advisory notice to the lead chemist at the Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station. No satisfactory results have been submitted in 11 months. Pursuant to clause blah, 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 blah. If measurable and material proof of progress are not approved within 31 days, station personnel may be found to be in dereliction of duty and as a result could be permanently terminated. Anti-Cleo's corporate headquarters Special Committee for Auditing and Management. Who cares about your health more than Anti-Cleo? Nobody. Postscript. Jess, my darling genius, as you are likely now well aware, I must humbly regret to inform you that my exhaustive efforts to protect that beautiful, oversized brain of yours, and consequently its nefarious agenda, are in fact failing faster than your rumored last project on Gorgon. I repeat, the corporate hounds are onto your dodgy scent, and it's made them thirsty and bay for blood. If I cannot supply the executive floors with tangible, undoctored results, and soon, I'm heartbroken to report that Pink Slip Protocol will be initiated by a majority vote and the project will be scrubbed. Wholly and completely. I trust you understand the full weight of what that means. One can project as an embarrassment of epic proportions. Twice is unforgivable. Please, 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 I am begging on bended knee, send me a working prototype. At this stage, even a fatally flawed one will do. Save yourself and your lab coats before this reflects poorly on my permanent record. Eternally yours, at least until the next failed delivery milestone. Your Chief Efficiency Inspector, Dr. Mora. Outgoing to Mora. Nora Mora, my once darling, as you are likely now well aware, I don't want you to beg. I don't want you on bended knee. I don't want anything except to feed this infernal, indefensible, insatiable need. I am so close, so very nearly on the cusp of salvation. Then and only then will I send you that blasted Anthrocillin Plus. A ludicrously simple modification I could formulate in my sleep, were I ever able to sleep. No longer yours, no longer anyone's, but that elusive and fleeting embrace of chemical gratuity. With regret, Jasper. You understand, do you not, darling? From the very first test, from that first accursed step, every path, every infinitely random dice roll of emerging cosmic routes was leading us to the same destiny. Okay. Drafts. 2. Scam. Subject, venting, do not send. Okay. 2. Hashtag scam from Jasper Lowe. Pink Slip Protocol, really, you hullheads went there. Never would I have thought you'd stoop so low, or more accurately, be so moronic as to cut off your own noses to spite your faces. True, the project was delayed, but we all know I would have delivered more than adequate results, eventually, once I've ascended to the highest peak of my genius. We were less than months away, now that I'd expect a pea-brained layman to understand. Laura is wasted on you lot. I am wasted on you lot. I might have just add, though I might have invited you to do your worst, you did try your best, but I am still alive. Nevertheless, I do go on, and I never ever forget. Payback will be swift. Oh yes. I scarcely think you'll see it coming. Just as soon as I perfect my formula, I can focus on other matters. Then you will rue the day you pink-slipped the great Jasper Lowe. Buffoons, eternally misunderstood and undervalued, and still misappropriating your precious company resources. The employee formerly known as Dr. Jasper Lowe. Sent. Unable to send message. Oh, goddammit. Reason 2400B, lack of power from the facility's primary source. Well, let's get the power back on and let's send that. It's all in good fun, Jasper. Oh, and we got more automechanicals.
Nice hit!
Well, let's get some good shots here. There we go.
Fate shines on us today.
Right on. And this might actually be a cool view if I could actually see anything. I must just be forgetting that Olympus is like a constant storm planet or something. But okay, yes, another terminal. Pink Slip Protocol is currently in effect. Site Safety Engineer's Log. From the manual, in the unfortunate event of a necessitated downsizing. Ah, that's a good way to say it. The most senior site safety engineer, or the sole member on assignment, shall initiate by mandate of Ani Cleo's headquarters the Pink Slip Protocol manufacturer's directive, included within all automechanicals stationed at the facility. From the site safety engineer, sit there and guard the red button, they said. Sounds like an easy paycheck, I said. I'm not going to live in a secret lab in the middle of a gas giant's storm-riddled atmosphere, my ex-wife said. No one told me I'd eventually have to press the button I was guarding, the Pink Slip Protocol button. That final choice between diligent duty or my friends. On second thought, let's be honest, they were never my friends. Once I've disabled the protocol and scrubbed the labs, I'll ask corporate for a reassignment. I hear Emerald Vale's real nice this time of year. Is it? Recent security complaints regarding sprat tails and coffee. Complaint: whoever keeps cutting off sprat tails and dropping them into innocent, unguarded cups of coffee needs to cut it out, or I'll cut off something of yours next. It's not funny, and I'm tired of cleaning up coffee-colored vomit. Reporter, Junior Custodial Assistant Gracie G. Goldmean. All the sprats I've seen still have tails, though. Anyways, regarding lost cards. Complaint: missing Queen of Hearts, 5 of Clubs, Ace, all aces, and the 3, 7, 8, and 9 of spades. Last seen on my disc in a solitaire spread. Reward if found, a friendly game of whist. Even if for not returned, we can make do. Really, come play with me. Betting not required. Or we can place bets if you'd rather. I've got a couple packets of sugar-free 0% sweetener left I could barter. Guess that didn't happen. Power outage thefts. Some thefts have been happening each time the power goes off, and the power keeps going off for longer each time. Coincidence? I think not. Folks are getting antsy as the year and the storm stretches, and that makes them mean. Reporter, SSE George, self-reported. Okay. And disable sentry hostility protocol. I mean, I'm pretty sure I killed all the robots already, but okay. Assigned to the command deck is currently disabled. Please ensure all human resources have been properly disposed of in Onicleo's bio-recycle containment units. A team shall arrive to close down the lab and recycle functioning equipment within the next 90 days. Alrighty. And there's a side lab with a storm cannon. What do we got? A level 28 with shock. This weapon fires multiple shots at once, each dealing reduced damage. Multiple shots at once? Let's just see what that means. What does that mean? Ah! That's pretty cool. Oh, and it's got the Firefly logo on it. Wait a minute. Yeah, it does. Firefly. So is Jasper Lowe the contact? And also, Dr. Lowe's Sky High Mix. What is that? Dr. Lowe's Sky High Mix. A small dose of a highly potent caffeinoid that will reduce the cost of actions during TTD by 80% for the duration. Oh, wow. I mean, that is really good. If I was using TTD, but I'm not. But that actually seems really good. I wonder if you can get more. All right, so back out here. Yes, hello, Jasper. Actually, as I was running around looting before we went in there, I found another terminal. Anthracillin team, welcome to the project. What is anthracillin? Anthracillin plus mint flavor works on humans plus canids. Just added a plus sign to the name. As you can see, branding is still working out the kinks, but luckily we've plenty of time to finish the formula before they finalize the packaging and slogans. Now let's get to work brewing a bigger, better version of Onicleo's anthracillin. Reminder, friends don't let friends self-test their concoctions. Okay, disable automechanical hostility protocols. Well, again, I'm pretty sure they're all already dead. Unless there's some more on the top floor, which I have not been to yet. Anyways, project update. Notice effective immediately, team, we're temporarily redirecting our efforts to perfecting Dr. Lowe's proprietary Sky High Mix, which maximizes genius and productivity. After sampling Dr. Lowe's Sky High Mix, the team agrees that this will enable us to reach our original project goals better in the long run and is so worth a momentary detour. Yates, project data. Meeting notes. A note on today's meeting notes. This record is abbreviated due to an unscheduled chemical leak that permeated the meeting room, resulting in immediate inhalation of noxious gases caused double vision, hallucinations, an uncontrollable sense of giddiness, and projectile vomiting. Side effects occurred in all meeting participants. As such, we cut the time block down to 1 hour from the standard 2-hour review. Meeting notes. Where the devil is Sullivan, I told that numbskull if he missed one more staff meeting. He couldn't make it, Doctor. He caught his hand in the specimen splicer again. Oh, you mean his remaining hand? Not anymore. Snickering. What was that? I heard something. Nothing. No, I'm sure. It sounded like a... Perhaps it was your imagination, Doctor. Right. When isn't it, Jasper? When isn't it? At any rate, he'll require a replacement for his hands. Don't be asinine. For his productivity, we can't risk falling behind. Not now. Not when I'm at long last on the cusp of a breakthrough. You've balanced the mixture then. Marvelous, Doctor. Whispered to Yates. Bootlicker. Louder to Dr. Lowe. I'll have Cal put in a request for a personal transfer. If we're very lucky, we could get a new body with the supply drop coming next month. Elsewise, we'll have to wait a year. No. This is unacceptable. I distinctly smell... A hissing sound seeps through the vents. Coughing. Dr. Lowe. What imbeciles scheduled the testing release in this time block? The room is allotted for self-testing on Thursdays only. Laughing. Yates, I don't. Vomiting. End of meeting notes. Testing data. Sky High Mix Test Concoction. Administered to Raptidon. Raptidon exploded. Nice. Administered low dosage. Raptidon exploded, but more slowly. Sky High Mix, administered single drop to self, woke on the turbine platform, naked, drenched, and holding a handful of severed sprat tails. Okay, well that explains it. Next concoction, misplaced calculations. Next concoction, added mint flavoring, tested on Canid. Breath markedly improved, Canid exploded. Oh, well. Progress report. Milestone 12 in progress. Alright, so maybe I shouldn't take this Mile High Mix, because I'll explode. Alright. Let's go have a chat. Wait.
Yates, where did I put the... Oh, wait. Almost forgot that Yates is dead. That's good, actually.
Yep, let me just loot your room quick. Alright.
Shush. No talking. Concentrating. Damn it. I almost had it. The formula was in my mind and I almost had it. I was so close to a breakthrough, I could practically taste it. You really did pick the worst time to manifest.
I'd appreciate it if you came to your senses.
Oh, hang on. I see what's happening. You're real. Ergo, not a hallucination.
Yep.
This is interesting. I have several questions for you. Let's start with the obvious. Who are you, and how are you even alive?
I was going to ask you the same thing. What happened here?
All sorts of things. Science, mainly. Little bit of research. If you're talking about all the dead bodies, that'd be the Pink Slip Protocol. Right, that answers that. Next question. Do you come bearing fresh pharmaceuticals?
I don't think this fellow's entirely in his right mind.
Look, we all know you're here to interrogate me. If I'm going to go through this ordeal, I'm not doing it sober.
Okay, well, actually, I respect the quick and direct responses. I can offer him something? What am I offering him? Okay, let's do it. Only the freshest for my friends.
New friends mean new birthdays to keep track of. And I can't spare much room in my mind palace for frivolous trinkets of information.
Mind palace.
But in this case, I'll make an exception.
Kind of like that. I need to get inside the chem lab on Gorgon.
No, you don't. There's nothing interesting in the chem lab. There's nothing interesting in Gorgon at all. Gorgon is a featureless rock dragged along by the gravitational current of a barren asteroid belt. The chem lab is a graveyard. You won't find anything there but the dead.
Sounds familiar. Someone's been warning me to stay off Gorgon.
Well, it wasn't me. I've been stuck in this place for ages.
I didn't think it was.
In any case, it's becoming obvious you're not listening to sensible warnings.
Nope.
If you've set your heart on exploring my old labs, I won't try to dissuade you. Indulge me with a favor, and I'll give you the access you want. The electromechanical turbine is offline. Without any power, I can't possibly continue my work. Be a dear and reactivate it for me. That's all I ask.
Oh, I can do that, and then I can send your email. This sounds like one of those problems you could fix on your own.
No, I'm not stepping out of my lab. Not under any circumstances. I can't bear to look at what's out there. Take the elevator to the storm platform at the top of this facility. Reactivate the turbine, and I'll give you the access you want.
Okay. I'll be back. Alright, well, this should be fun. Ooh, that's a fast elevator. Wow. And we have a long way to go. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is fun. Oh, and there is mechanicals up here, which is kind of crazy. You're in like an electric storm and robots are still patrolling. Okay, and we got another terminal. Who knows this? Maintenance required. Activate the turbine. Offline, offline. Okay. Makes sense. Alright. Let's take him out.
Nearby fossil mag.
Oh.
Sure, on my way.
Oh, wow. Hey, y'all gonna... Thank you.
That's the last of them.
Oh. You got him? Okay. Alright. There's one turned on. We get these guys.
Here we go.
Yes.
That's the last of them.
Sweet.
Heading back.
And we got another terminal in the back here. Oh, so I can deactivate the security turrets. Okay. I'm pretty sure they're all dead, but sure. Security diagnostics offline. Well, that was it. Okay. I'm glad I find these after I've killed everything. Alright, and the second one. Oh yeah, and I have to go power it up. Alright, activate.
Are you sure we can't hang around for a bit? I want to get a look at its innards.
Actually, I'm kind of curious about it too. Alright, let's go get that card. You think he's been doing even more of his drugs since we've been up there? Nope, he's still okay.
The facility's back on the grid, and my pipes again floweth with the sweet, sweet essence of my salvation. I suppose I have you to thank for realigning the machine. Of course, Jasper, you imbecile.
It's done. Now get me inside the chem lab.
You'll need my voice to get into the chem lab. I'm obviously not coming with you, so I'm giving you a recording of my dulcet speech. This recording should get you into the chem lab. I hope whatever you're after is worth the trauma. I wouldn't go back there if I was higher than the mercury levels in a can of salt tuna. Wait, take my gun while you're at it. If you end up dying on Gorgon, there's a non-zero chance I'll feel partially responsible. Neither of us want that.
And I just got the achievement, Special Pet Benefits. You'll have to look at that in a second. And I can give him Adrenatime. I'm kind of curious of what he's going to say if I try to do that. And Sky High Mix definitely has a way better effect than Adrenatime. But let's just see what happens. Have some Adrenatime.
Oh, no. Not even I would risk such usage. That stuff will eventually steal everything from you that makes you who you are.
Okay,
I
well,
might
he
want
does
to
know.
lose my recollections and feelings, but never my intellect. If you'll excuse me, my experiments cry out for my attention.
It's good he knows what to take and what not to take. So, what's that draft message on your office terminal all about?
Did you snoop through my things?
Maybe.
Just admit it to me. You do have gall, I'll give you that. Look, I keep a draft on my terminal where I vent my occasional frustrations with upper management. It's honestly one of my less detrimental coping methods, as I am not stupid enough to fill out the name in the address field.
Oh! Was there not, so I can't send it? Damn it. I'm still gonna try.
Even if I wanted to talk about Project Gorgon, I couldn't. All my memories of Gorgon are intact, but they're in disarray. Like a book with its pages shuffled. Making sense of those memories requires clarity of mind. Clarity that only Sky High gives me. To tell you everything I know, I'd have to be dangerously euphoric.
Oh. Alright, one hit won't hurt.
All right. Just one inhale. Easy does it, Jasper. Have you ever seen a lake as still and clear as a mirror? That's how my mind feels right now.
What really happened in the chem lab?
The disaster at the chem lab was my fault. I tested adrenatime on primals. I decimated my own research team. And I was a coward. I locked myself up in isolation. I told myself that I needed silence and solitude to perfect my formula for Sky High. But the truth is that I was ashamed.
So the primals were the reason? But what's so important about Sky High?
Nothing. Everything. I told myself I needed a drug to help me focus, help me work. The weight of guilt crushed my capacity to work, but if I didn't work, then I was worthless. Adrenatime was like that. It was designed and marketed as a necessity, an elixir of productivity. It made you feel guilty for not using it, and then hurt you when you used it. I'm starting to lose sight of my own thoughts. Entropy reasserts itself in the palace of my mind. The high never lasts more than a few moments.
Alright, have some more, Jasper. Clear your mind.
I suppose you're right. I do need to relax. Up you go, old friend. And just like that, the demons of my mind have all gone silent.
I'm after Dr. Ambrose's journal. What's so important about it?
The author, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, was one of the most brilliant minds in Halcyon. She wouldn't have kept a journal for something as tawdry as mere sentiment. Dr. Ambrose never made it out of Gorgon alive. That's the sort of thing that happened to the project's best minds. They were killed. They turned marauder. Or they became me.
Yeah, I think she is still alive, though. What about Marion Blakesley?
I don't want to know anything about Dr. Blakesley. My lab was a source of constant frustration for her. We were the reason Human Inquiry couldn't do its job. The OCI pressured my lab. Under pressure, we delivered poor samples to Human Inquiry. Human Inquiry tested poor samples on human beings, leading to adrenatime, leading to marauders. I'm starting to lose sight of my own thoughts. Entropy reasserts itself in the palace of my mind. The high never lasts more than a few moments.
I mean, if I keep telling him to take this, is he gonna die? And I don't think I need to know anything more. But I am kind of curious to see what will happen. Nah, we'll leave it be. Can you at least tell me the formula for adrenatime?
Surely you jest. Even were I inclined to teach you, which I am not, you wouldn't be able to replicate an alternative to Compound X. The compound is derived from the metabolic waste of xenocytes, a microbial life form growing beneath the surface of Gorgon. However, they're accursedly sensitive to their ecosystem.
Oh. Can't get them off-world.
Exactly. When Project Gorgon was active, corporates' varied attempts to port xenocytes off-world killed them, every time. And even were one able to cultivate xenocytes in a petri dish, they'd need millions to refine even a dash of the compound. We mined immense amounts of Compound X directly from subterranean caverns in Gorgon. So you see, there is no adrenatime without Project Gorgon. I don't like the idea of going back to that place, to that life. Yes, I know it's not me risking my throat gallivanting around Gorgon. It's you, for whatever madcap reasons you've got. I've helped you once, and I don't feel great about it. I made a clean break from Gorgon, and now it feels like you're asking me to tether myself back to that place.
Just let me worry about Gorgon. Helping me could help you move on.
I suppose you've got a point. Or something resembling a point. I'm emotionally addled right now, and I'm allowing my sentiments to get the better of me. Here, my personal security keycard. There's a hallway near the processing room. It leads to a security terminal. Use this keycard to unlock the hallway and disable security.
That would make things easier. But alright, I'll be going. And, yeah, about that, message. So yeah, actually, since it is to scam, I wonder if I can even send it. Apparently I sent it. So did it actually go through? Okay, you might have a not so happy message coming in. And I forgot, so employee benefits. This experimental device was created to keep employees on their feet regardless of how much pain or exhaustion they may be experiencing. As all good workers know, unconsciousness is just another word for wage theft. Oh. This weapon slowly heals whoever is targeted by its beam. Oh, that's cool. The amount healed increases with the wielder's science skill. Using the weapon on a downed companion will eventually revive them, but a body can only take so much punishment, so a recently revived companion cannot be revived again. That's pretty awesome. Wait, so what happens if I was to give it to, like, Ellie, who is just naturally good at healing, has all those perks to help with healing, or just any companion, really? Can they heal me? That's pretty awesome. Wait a minute, but it's also weird of why is it saying 150 damage? So is it just like reverse though? So it's gonna do 150 healing? That's my guess. And actually, this is kind of interesting because I was about to end this episode, but as you can see, the idle camera is unavailable, which I always use for my outros. And it seems to be unavailable everywhere in this area. That's something I have not seen before. And Parvati bringing woolly cows on the ship again. Damn it. It's okay, we'll do this outro on the ship with my new Canid pet. Alright, we got the 2 access keys, so we can now head back to Gorgon. And I don't think we really learned too much new in this episode. For the most part, I think we know what's already going on. What's already happened. I'm pretty sure the mysterious stranger is Olivia. But maybe we'll find out more once we get into the chem lab and whatever that other building is called. Inquiry, something. But that's where we'll leave it for now. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, comment, and or subscribe. And take care, everybody.